Hello YouTube, and in this video I'll be showing you how to make an automatic wheat farm. It's very simple to make. So this is what it should look like when it's finished. As you can see, the design doesn't have to look like this. But I will show you how to make the wooden outside as well as all this. You can make it out of any material, and it does work, and it's very simple to make. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is decide where you want your sides to be. Now, this is going to be the area in which all of your crops are going to be. So you need to take into consideration how big the area needs to be. So I've made mine pretty big. So once you've done that, the next thing you need to do is come up on top of the end of the wooden block where you're going to have your water flowing from. And all you're going to do is stick some dirt above it, so you have the option to stick some sticky pistons below it. This will shut the gate to stop the water flowing. After this, just clear the dirt which you've done. I am deleting these two blocks as I found that you have the sticky pistons, one behind, sorry. Next thing you want to do is decide where your location of your lever is going to be. Now I'm going to place it on the top of here for simplicity alone. All you need to do is run redstone all the way back, and you also need to stick a repeater in there. I don't actually do it here, but later in the video you'll see that you do actually need a repeater in the circuit. All I'm going to do here is just build up the sides, build up the back wall, sorry, so you've got somewhere to hide, so you've got the option to hide all these sticky pistons. The next thing I'm going to do is stick the desired block I want on beneath. Again, I'm going to use wood as it's easy to get and I have a lot of it. As that's the material you saw in the start of the video. After this, you want to come back to and start building the area where your water is going to be contained. This is vital that you leave the extra space. As you can see here, I don't actually leave enough space, so you need to come back through. Because at the moment, there's no location for the water to go. And here I am changing it to a repeater. All I'm going to do now is pretty much just run redstone all the way up, along a staircase practically, across the top, so that all of the sticky pistons are pushed down simultaneously. As you can see, it pushes them all down straight away. The next thing I'm going to do is stick some wooden blocks across the front. Oh, I can't even speak there. Stick some wooden blocks across the front, just to cover up the pistons themselves when they get pushed down. As you can see, they're completely covered now. The next thing I do is actually take it back one, like I said earlier, as to create the space full of water. All I'm doing again is covering up so it looks better from behind. As you can see, we've now got an area to fill the water in. We still have that block at the bottom, so we need to get rid of that. And then you need to come round and replace the dirt block, which you can still see at the back. This isn't necessary for completion, but it just makes it look a little bit more nice. Makes it look a little bit nicer. all I've done here is stick some wooden blocks across the front to stop the water flowing. After this, I'm just going to cut out the outside where I'm going to place water beneath it, just so that the crops don't dry out. This is an easy and hidden way of creating this, of placing water without actually being there. So again, what you need to do is cut in one again. I don't actually do it here, I don't think. Oh yeah, I do it. But you need to cut in one again, so that the water has now been hidden under the stone, under the wooden slabs. What you want to do is just after this, just cover around the sides so it's completely hidden, and stick a water block in every corner. And that's going to now fertilise your crops. All you need to do now is actually dig out the spaces that you need. And there's a sheep again. As long as it doesn't walk on your crops, you're alright. And as you can see, the water's getting straight away to the centre crops, centre soil. Again, you don't actually have to add this wooden paneling around the side, but it does make it look that little bit nicer. The next thing I would suggest doing is getting yourself an unlimited water source, as now you have the option to actually just keep going backwards and forwards all the time. So you'd probably need about 4 buckets. Then you need to come back where you've got the wooden panels at the back. Don't place it on there because it just failed. Place it in 2 in the centre and 2 in the corners. This should give a straight stream and just make it look that again a little bit nicer. And there you go, you can see the water's completely shut off. I would suggest that actually you need another 5 buckets, just to add that little bit, just to give it so the water flows straight. And yes, you can fertilise these crops to the bottom. And that's pretty much the whole of the design done. All you're going to do now is pretty much plant your crops. Missed one out. And you can actually see the water around the side, so it does actually make it look a little bit nicer, I think. There you go, I'll just stick some bone thing on there. I can't even remember what it's called now. There you go, see, it does just drag all of it straight to the bottom. See what I mean? You do actually need to add this extra bucket just to get the water flow to reach all the corners, because otherwise this will happen. But if you just want it to be a collection spot, then it's ideal. And as you can see, it pretty much works the same whatever. I think we're coming to the end of the video, and thanks for watching.